Hey guys, hey, it's me, Misha Lee from themishalee.com. Before we get started, let me tell you something. What they say about you, it don't matter. I'm going to tell you why it don't matter in just a minute, but let's get this started. Hello on Instagram, hello on YouTube, hello on Facebook. How are you guys doing today? Yes, I've been on a mini staycay to try to get some relaxation going on here in my beautiful town here in North Carolina. But I wanted to jump back on with you as soon as possible to talk to you about what they say about you don't matter. Why does it not matter? Because you have to learn to have the confidence to step up in spite of what people say and what you see people do as far as how they treat you and what's going on. You know why? Because if you let what people say to you, if you let what they say about you, what you're trying to do, what your kids doing, what your brother doing, what your mama doing, what your man doing, if you let what they have to say about your situation, listen, did y'all hear what I said? About your situation, if you let what they say about your situation matter to you, then you don't believe in yourself. And that means that your confidence in what it is that you're trying to do or that's going on in your situation, you don't have full confidence in that. And you have to get to a place where your confidence is so strong. And listen, it doesn't have to be huge. It just need to be a little bit. Just the Bible said you got to have a little of the mustard seed of faith, just like a mustard. Have you ever seen a mustard seed? I literally looked up a mustard seed just to see how big it was. And guess what I learned? It's not that big. And I thought to myself, if I can't have that much faith, I mean a dot of faith for this situation that I'm dealing with, then I really need to do a self checkup, neck up checkup. You know I'm always talking about that TikTok. So listen, 5 things I want to tell you that you're going to have to move into in order for you to step up in the confidence that you need to follow your dreams, to quit your job, to build your business, to make sure your kids is right, to stand in your relationship, to get out of your relationship, to do whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing and that you really know deep down in your soul, and not just in your heart, but in your soul, in your mind, will, and emotions, deep down in that part of you that you know you need to be doing. Number 1, you got to get out of fear. I know everybody always tell you, oh, well, you just got to have more faith, build your faith. But I'm going to tell you something. When you stand in the face of something that got you paralyzed in fear, and if you ain't never been paralyzed in fear, honey, you ain't never been afraid, because I am. I mean, so scared that if you make the next move, make the next word, make the next thought, that everything is going to come crumbling down around you. You cannot just listen to people tell you, oh, you got to do this. It's literally an action that has to be taken in order for you to get out of fear. Let me say that one more time. TikTok, because time ain't waiting on nobody. It is literally steps that you have to take to get out of fear. See, fear is not that thing that you think away. Fear isn't that thing that you wish away. Fear isn't that thing that you pretend away. Fear is that thing that you have to look at it face to face, eye to eye. Just like that person that just did something to your kids, said something about your mama, or even came for you. You know how we talk about people coming for us? Just like you'll stand in their face and put them in their place, you have to look fear dead in his face. It's been times in my personal life that I've had to look myself, yes, myself, in the mirror and tell myself, I don't care how afraid you are of this situation, this is what we're going to do. Did y'all hear how I'm talking to myself? You know why? Because the only person that keeps you from getting out of fear is not your mom, it's not your dad, it's not your man, it's not your woman, it's not your kids, it's not your aunt, it's not your job, it ain't your money, it ain't your bills, it ain't none of that. The only thing that keeps you from getting out of fear is you. So the first conversation that you got to have to get out of fear is with yourself. That's the first conversation you got to have. Because you got to have enough faith that you're willing to do something about that fear before you can take the word of God and apply it. Because you have to believe that that fear can be moved before the word of God can even work. You have to believe that it's possible for you to be out of that fear, for you to step up in the confidence that you need to step up in to do the things it is that you're supposed to be doing. So number 1, you got to have a conversation with yourself and get out that fear. And let me tell you something. Let me go ahead and make you feel good, because when you get off of this live, when you get off of Facebook, Instagram, wherever you are, when you get out of this place, I want you to be able to take and make some action movements. You go into that bathroom and you tell yourself whatever it is that you're afraid of, how you are going to respond to that fear that you have. See, now you got to have an action. Fear takes action for you to get out of. So whatever it is that you're afraid of, even if you done been to the doctor, even if you done been to the doctor and you waiting for test results to come back about whatever, and you have fear about that thing, let me tell you something. You still got to have a conversation with yourself, because you still got to convince yourself. You got to talk to yourself that we believe that what God said is right is going to be the right report, regardless of what they say on that paper. And then you have to start taking action steps to do whatever it is that you can do, whether it's a holistic approach or whether it's doing the regular path of medicine, whatever it is. You have to have 100% faith. And that 100% faith does not mean you're not going to be afraid, because fear ain't going to let you loose like that. Fear, like the devil, it is not going to let you loose. It's not going to let you loose. But it's been many a day that I looked at fear. I said, I made my decision. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to behave. This is what we're going to do right now. You coming? If you coming, come on. If not, you stay right there where you're supposed to be and walk into it. And the moment that I walk into that action, the moment, every single time that I walk into that action, fear loses its grip on me a little bit more. But the one thing you got to do is you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to face it. Number 2, you got to let go of that hearsay. Listen, let me tell you something. Everybody ain't been through your situation. Everybody ain't been through your situation. Yeah, you done seen 10 people and you done heard it. Oh, girl, I done been through that. They may have been through their version of your situation, but they haven't been through your version of your situation. Y'all hear what I'm saying to you? You have your own version of what you're going through. Thank you so much for over on, hey, how you doing on Instagram? Hey, Facebook. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all share this out and tag somebody in it. This is for a hairstylist, salon owners, for anybody. I don't care who you are. Y'all do me a favor. Show me your love for me and share this to somebody, because this is for more than just your ears. Start a watch party. It ain't going to take you but a hot second to click a button and start a watch party. I really appreciate it. But let me tell you something. They have not been through your version of your situation. Yes, the things that they say to you are helpful. Yes, the things that they say to you help you have a little bit of insight. Let me tell you something. History is a good thing. So it's always good to have somebody that can tell you what they've been through, because it inspires you, it gives you encouragement, and it kind of can give you some insight and kind of show you some things that you can do. I love my friends and the people, especially my moms, my mother-in-laws, and just everybody that I know that are always giving me some good insight on the things that I have going on. But let me tell y'all something. They have not been through your version of what you're going through. And guess what? They cannot walk through your version of what you're going through. So understand this, that the hearsay that you hear sometimes isn't everything that you think that it's going to be. I was just having a conversation with somebody last week, and we were talking about a business matter. And I was telling them that the price that this particular girl was charging for this service, that if the people who own the knowledge, the technology, knew she was charging so the way that she is, that they might would pull her license, or would have not look on that favorably. And the lady was debating with me, oh, well, it's like that because nobody's going to pay the price that it's supposed to be. Let me tell you something. Let me be very, very clear. Yes, somebody will. In that exact place that you think you might not pay for it, because it might not see, you don't see the value in it for you. And if you're that person and if people are the people that are always looking to get something at a discounted rate or cheaper, that's a mindset. That's not a wallet set. I'm going to tell you why. Because I've seen people do the craziest things to get, people will steal to get something of value. So there are plenty of people who will pay for things. So you can't listen to the hearsay about your situation. Just because somebody else is standing in, oh yeah, don't do, get rid of that. If that hearsay ain't sounding the way you want to, that hearsay ain't beneficial to you, and it's hearsay because people just kind of talking off of their own emotions, you need to get that out of your head. Because in order for you to step up into the confidence that you're supposed to be in, to do the thing that you're supposed to do, you're going to have to get rid of that. Number 3, you got to let failure go. Listen, if you don't take nothing out of what I'm saying today, please take this and hold it close to your soul. Failure is your opportunity to do it right the next time. Failure is not bad. For those of you, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but for those of you that have been in relationships and marriages that ended up in divorce, stop thinking that marriage is bad. Stop saying, I never do that again. Ain't nobody tell you to marry the wrong person. Ain't nobody tell you to go out there and marry the wrong person.